Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be testing the new Natasha Denona Glam face palette. Picked this up during the Sephora holiday sale. I went ahead and I placed an additional order, and I won't be doing like my Sephora haul video until I get my packages. Shipping is really delayed, so we'll be waiting a while. So I will be uploading some other videos that I have been a little bit behind on. But before we get started, let me tell you what I have on my face. I have my Bare Minerals Original Foundation. Oh wow, that's got a lot of fingerprints. That's gonna be the theme of this video, because the fingerprint issue on this product, serious. Look at that, look at that. You can already see it. So I'm wearing my original Bare Minerals foundation. I'm in light 8, and I am, as my setting powder, I am wearing my Bare Minerals Deluxe Original. Actually, it's just the original mineral veil. This is just the deluxe size. I get these every Christmas. This year though, looks like they only have like the jumbo foundation. They're not actually selling the mineral veil in this size, but they have a couple of mineral veil sets for the holiday, just not in this size, and I prefer to have both, so I skipped out on it this year. I primed my lids with my Bare Minerals Gen Nude Primer, and this one is in Bright and Flawless. This is my go-to eyeshadow primer. I really enjoy it. Alright, so, oh, I did bronze my face. I used my Chanel Soleil de Tan, that cream moussey bronzer, but I have the original version, so I'm just trying to get through that before it gets old. But they reformulated it. I haven't bought the new one. There's been a lot of controversy, so I don't think that I will be purchasing that anytime soon. Okay, no one cares. Let's get to this review. This is the Natasha Denona Glam face palette. Oh my gosh, it is blinding. I got the light. I only picked up one. I had to have some kind of self-control because there were other things. You guys, this is gonna be impossible. There were other things that I wanted from the Sephora sale, and so I did only pick up the light because the medium was, the dark? Yeah. There's two. There's a light and then there's a dark. The dark one was just gonna be way too dark for my complexion. I was gonna have to be way too careful with that palette, and we already know that Natasha Denona, everything is very highly pigmented. So I went with the light. This retails for $59, and it is a face, it says it's a face palette, but it's a face and eye palette. So you get 5 eyeshadows, 3 creamy mattes, and 2 of these beautiful metallic shades, and then you have a cream blush and a cream highlight. And this is supposed to be kind of like an all-in-one palette that it's travel friendly, so that's why it's not huge. I do like the size. Could it have been a little bit more compact? Yes, but I don't mind the size. I think it's just right. Now I'm looking in the back of the box. This is the packaging. The back of the box does let you know that the matte shades are creamy mattes, but the metallic shades have KS on it. I have no idea what KS means. If any of you know, leave me a comment down below. But they are supposed to be metallic shadows because they're listed right on the bottom on how to use as metallic shadows. So not sure. in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna use my Refer number 4 brush to apply the blush shade first. So I'm gonna finish off my face, and then we're gonna get into eyes. In case you guys haven't already noticed, this palette comes with this little door right here, and which I think is genius. And that is to keep your eyeshadows from getting stuck and mixing in with your cream products at the top. Love that, I have to say. Awesome. And then of course my favorite part is peeling off this sticker. This is a really good sized mirror, so you can really just take this palette with you on the go and not struggle at all trying to, well, how I'm struggling right now trying to take this sticker off. You don't have to struggle at all with needing anything else other than, you know, your mascara and eyeliner if you want, because you don't even have to use eyeliner. I think, in my opinion, that the smoke shade in this palette is deep enough to smudge as an eyeliner, and that's what I'm gonna do for this look. So I'm gonna go in with my Refer number 4 brush. Let's go into that blush, and it has this texture. I want to see if the camera's gonna pick that up. The blush has this texture. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it almost looks like a mousse like spongy consistency. I'm gonna go in super light because we all know how crazy this can get real quick. So I'm just dabbing that onto my cheeks, and instantly you can see that color, and there's like barely anything on my brush. Now let's go ahead and do the other cheek. By the way, this Refer brush is really soft. First time, this is the only face brush I own from them, and I have to say I'm impressed. So I'm building this up so that it comes off on camera, but I would have stopped right there. You guys know I like a very subtle blush situation. Let me adjust you. There we go. That's really nice. Very subtle. It's beautiful. I am filming in natural light, so this is pretty much as true to color as it's gonna get. But isn't that beautiful? It's just a very soft pink. I love that. Now it's interesting. This is not as creamy as I thought it was gonna be. We'll see when I swatch it, because I haven't even dug my finger in there. Next, I'm gonna go in with my It Cosmetics brush, and this is just a highlight fan brush, and I'm gonna go into that highlight. This looks really bright, so I'm gonna go in with a really light hand, because I have a feeling this can be blinding. Oh yeah. Okay, I literally just touched my brush in there and I tapped it once on my face, and I just want you to know that the light that's reflecting off of my cheek right now is like, yeah, okay. That is bright. Whoa. Are you guys seeing that? Okay, not used to such a loud bringing a little bit of that into my temples. That, I mean, it's beautiful. It's not you know, it's also not accentuating any texture. It's nice, but it is bright. And I literally like just tapped my brush in there once. So let's do the other side. And I went in once more because now we gotta match this situation over here, you know? Okay, that is really nice. Look at that highlight. Okay, that's really pretty. Now let's get started with eyes. I'm staying true to the whole glam theme. She did label these eyeshadows with where you need to be placing them. Some people like that, some people don't. I don't mind it. I like it. It's really not a big deal whether they have names or you tell me where to put them. Either way. So you've got your 5 shades here, and I appreciate that there are more matte shades than there are shimmer shades. So we're just gonna start off with that already. I was pleasantly pleased with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you in so that we can do the eyes. Okay, I brought down the curtain a little bit because it seems to be a little bit bright today. So let's go in with that transition shade first, and I'm going to use my Refer number 15 brush, and we're gonna go into that transition shade in the palette. And obviously we're gonna use it as a transition shade. Were you all as excited as I was when you saw that there was going to be a light version? I was actually going to skip out on this palette because I had seen leaked photos on Instagram of just the dark one, and I didn't realize that there was going to be a light version, and I was like, that's gonna be too dark for me. I love the whole concept, but there's no point in me purchasing that palette. It's just too deep. So I was just gonna skip it all together, and then I realized that there was gonna be a light version. I about fell out of my chair. That's it. I was so over the moon about it because I love the Glam palette and the simplicity of it and the whole thing. So I've applied that transition shade, and as you can see, it's really nice. It does go well with my skin tone, so I think that this palette is gonna work very nicely. Next, I am going to go in with the crease shade, and I'm going to use my Refer 14 brush, and this is just a smaller blender brush. And we're just going to apply that lightly into the crease. This is like one of those palettes that I know it's boring, it's, you know, but what I love boring palettes because I know that I'm gonna get the most use out of them, and that's just the reality. Like, where am I gonna go? I have a full-time job. Like, where am I gonna go with a rainbow eye? You know what I mean? Like, unless I work for Sephora or like a makeup company, you can't really use those looks to go anywhere other than like clubbing, and those days are very much over for me. Not that I went clubbing when I could, but I've applied that crease shade, and as you can see, it has provided some depthness in my crease. I'm a little bit out of breath, you guys. I am 34 weeks pregnant, and my baby is taking up a lot of space. So if you hear me out of breath, it's a normal thing. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and wipe my number 14. Actually, let me use my number 13 brush. I actually do have a smaller crease brush. I'm gonna use my number 13 brush, which is a smaller crease brush, and I'm gonna go into Smoke, and we're just gonna deepen out that outer crease right there. Whoa, do you guys see how dark that got, how quickly? That was quick, that was quick. I literally just dipped my brush in there ever so lightly. Wow, okay. Let's do the same thing to the other eye. I think it was reasonably priced, this palette. And that's just comparing it to what she usually prices her palettes for. We all know it is expensive. So I was a little bit surprised with the price of this palette. I thought it was gonna be more. But yeah, I thought it was decently priced for what it is, and you know who it's from, you know what I mean? So I have deepened my crease. Love that. With the Smoke shade. Now we're gonna go in with the Refer number 2 brush, and I'm gonna go in and apply the outer corner color, which is this really pretty like rose gold foiled metallic looking shade. And we're gonna just apply it to the outer crease. Ooh, I love that. Look at it. Oh my goodness. That is so pretty. It looks prettier on the eye than it does in the pan. So let's put that on the outer corner. There's no fallout, no kick up. I'm using a brush with these shades, natural hair brush, by the way. All Refer brushes are natural haired brushes. Wow. That was a mouthful. Because if you're going with my finger, it's gonna be like way too intense. So let's go ahead and apply just a little bit more to this eye. That is so pretty. And let's blend it out over here. Love that. All right, now I want to go in with my Refer number 28 brush. It is a flat small brush meant for like glittery shimmery shades, and we are going to go into that inner corner shade, which is a very sparkly shade, and we are going to apply that right in the inner corner. Look at that. Okay, I'm a little too excited for this palette. And these are not like revolutionary colors. Like, I'm sure you have these colors 1,000 times over in your collection, but I can't help but love it. I can't help but I'm a sucker for nude muted shades. If you have been following me for a while, you know that is a theme in this channel. Less is more. Easy peasy, yet pretty. Oh my gosh, these metallics, the undertone she chose for both of these, actually they blend really well together. You guys, are you seeing that? Let me help you. You guys see that? That is pretty. I'm gonna go back with my number 2 brush because I want to kind of blend that in right here so that there's not such a harsh like division between the inner corner and outer corner shade. And I'm gonna do the same thing to this eye. That's beautiful. Now I'm gonna go in with my number, where is it? Number 27, yeah. My Refer number 27 brush. It's a really big fluffy brush. It's clean. And we're just gonna soften the edges there. And let me apply some mascara and I will be right back. Okay, I zoomed you guys in a little bit more because I actually am gonna use my number 29 brush from Refer, and I'm gonna go into that smoke shade. And I'm going to use that to stamp on my lash line. And I'm just keeping it on the outer corner. I love how small this brush is because it really allows me to get very close to my lash line. Oh, I'm out of range. I'm so sorry. I'm not used to having you guys this close. Okay, let me diffuse it in here. All right, let's apply some mascara. All right, so all I did was apply some of my Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel to my brows and some Bare Minerals Lash Domination Mascara to my top lashes only. Now, for lips, the combo I decided to use my MAC Powder Kiss Liquid Lip Color in Date Maker, right? Is that right? Yep. Date Maker. And I mixed that up with the new Fall Buxom Lip Gloss in Peepa Pumpkin. I thought it was appropriate for this look. And now let's get into swatches. So here we have the cream blush, and the texture of this blush surprised me. It says it's a cream, but I feel like it's a bit more powdery than it is cream. So it definitely doesn't have an oil base, which I appreciate 1,000 times because of my combination oily skin. So I am in love with this formula. I'm not sure if it's new because I don't own many of her blushes, but you guys can leave me a comment down below if you think that this formula is new. Then right under it, we have that highlighter shade in Star Glow, which is blinding, but very beautiful nonetheless. This felt to me like a powder consistency. Let's see if the highlighter, I'm just looking at the back of the box. It doesn't say, but it felt like a powder to me. Then we start with the eyeshadow shades. So the first shade right here is the inner corner shade. Then we have the transition shade, crease shade, outer corner shade, and smoke shade. Guys, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I love this palette. I think it's amazing. I'm gonna be getting a ton of use out of this. I do have to say that once I took a good look at the pan, I did get some kick up from this shade and a little bit from this shade. But I think that's because I used a brush. I feel like if you use a finger, it's not gonna really be a problem. But yes, let me just show you how this turned out. So I didn't use the Amorosa lipstick from her line just because I feel like I use that in every video that I use one of her palettes, because that's the only lipstick I own from her. So I decided to switch it up and do a different lip combo because anyways, I felt like it was a little too cool toned for this particular look. I felt like this lip combination matches much better, but I'm pleasantly surprised at how well the two metallic shades in this palette work together. I really am. I thought this first one was gonna be way too bright to blend in with this, but no, she knows what she's doing. It blended in perfectly. It's almost like you get this ombre effect, and I feel like with her metallic shades you can also layer them, which I find that has a really cool effect as well. But if you haven't picked up this palette, first impressions, I really love it. I think it's super convenient, and just if you have a busy lifestyle and you are not a professional makeup artist and you want something easy but something really nice, right here, this is it. And I feel like this shade, the smoke shade right here, is actually very deep, and deep enough that if you really wanted to, you can easily make this into like some kind of nighttime look and really smoke it out. All right, you guys, that completes this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy it, and see you next time.